It's Thursday, white wine day. Wait a minute, Tris. What do you normally do Fridays? I do. But I'm doing Thursday today because it's Bordeaux. Yeah, Bordeaux Beeman, that's what they call me. All Bordeaux all the time. That's right. Yeah, it's Bordeaux. But it's not just any Bordeaux. It's Bordeaux Blanc. But it's not just any Bordeaux Blanc. It's Bordeaux Blanc from Sauternes. Yeah, Sauternes. You know that place where they make sweet wine? Well, more and more properties are starting to make dry whites, and for good reason, because they can make really good sweet wine and they can make really good dry white wine as well. We're starting to see more of it in the marketplace. In fact, we're actually probably, I don't want to do my horn, but one of the first to like really bring Bordeaux Blanc, Sauternes Blanc from that region into the marketplace, because I remember when Kyle and I went down there some 20 years ago, we were really impressed with the dry whites that were coming out of Bordeaux. And, back in the old store, we sold G de Garreau, we sold Y, one of the first vintages of Y, which was made by Chem. And again, more and more folks are starting to make dry whites. They grow great Sémillon, Sauvignon Blanc, and Sauvignon Gris down there. They got the great soils, they got gravel, they got sand, so great drainage. Yeah, it's perfect. And we actually think Sauternes Sec should be a thing. And we're like, why isn't Sauternes Sec a thing? Like AOC Sauternes Sec on the label. And at first people were going, oh, no, that'll never happen. And now people are starting to think about it because all the houses are making dry white wine. Why? Well, because maybe people are not drinking so much sweet wine anymore. But here we are. This is Lyons de Suduiraut. And it's from Château Suduiraut. And as you well know, that is one of the top estates in Sauternes. And they actually are now making a couple different white wines. They have an old vine Sémillon that they make. That actually, I just read on Facebook, James Suckling did a post on it, said it was one of the greatest white wines he's ever tasted. Pretty incredible, huh? But this is the Lyons Suduiraut. So this is a blend. This is not just Sémillon. So this is, I believe it's 57% Sémillon, 30% Sauvignon Blanc, and the rest Sauvignon Gris. And so what that blend does, it does almost the same that it does with Sauternes. It gives the body richness, like a lot of stone fruit character, a lot of acidity and freshness. You have that gravelly soil, so you get that minerality in the wine. And so when we tasted this, actually we tasted this last year during Wine Paris, and we're like, oh yeah, we're all in, for sure. And the reason we're all in is not just because it's Suduiraut, not just because the wine is super tasty, but it's $20 and it's 93 points. Boy. So, again, when you are talking top estates, even I'm going to say little wines, but let's just say they're not as expensive top wines, they still treat it with the same care, with the same, how do you want to say, but they do their top wines. Everything's handpicked. For this wine in particular, they do both stainless steel and barrel aging. So they'll age 50% in stainless steel, 50% in French oak. 30% of that French oak is new. So you're talking like how do they make this wine cost so cheap? When they do all the things they do to make this wine. But don't tell anybody, okay? It's still kind of new. It's still kind of You know, they're still kind of clawing their way up there. They're just AOC Bordeaux. It's not Sauternes Sec yet. And if that were to ever happen, uh-oh, maybe the prices will go up. Oh boy. The one thing, when you can't take the Sauterne out of the Sauternes Sec. Does that make any sense? When you have that apricot peach stone fruit thing, you know, and you get that little lemon zest. It's like you don't really find that in anywhere else in France, New Zealand, Napa Valley, wherever, you know, Sauvignon Blanc is grown. It's a special place, and that special place makes a special wine. And this wine is, you know, it's like 80 degrees outside. Sorry, East Coast, but here in Southern California, and I'm looking at palm trees, and I'm drinking this, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, throw another shrimp on the Barbie, you know, it's just, boy, delicious wine. Body, Sémillon, body. It gives it richness. It gives it a little bit of fatness. Sauvignon Blanc, citrus, more of that kind of that acidity that you get from you know, Meyer lemon. Then you have Sauvignon Gris, gives it peach, and that, you know, kind of like that, more of that stone fruit character, a little more white flowers. Just absolutely a delicious wine. 93 points Suckley, 92 points Antonio Galoni, and he actually has some pretty nice comments to say about the wine, and it's 1998. Stop, I mean, point, click, now, shoot, go. This is a absolutely fantastic wine. And continue to like us and subscribe. We got a lot of cool things coming down the pike. Come visit us. We're probably maybe 6 weeks away from our wine bar, maybe 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. So we'll get that up and running. And again, I can't say have a great weekend because I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, because tomorrow's Bordeaux Day. So anyway, enjoy, buy this wine. It is super tasty, and for 20 bucks, you will not be disappointed. It will get warm wherever you are in the world eventually. So, and it doesn't have to be warm. You can drink it as an aperitif. You can drink it with a meal. Anyway, thank you, and see you tomorrow.